What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the heavily requested humanoid team that everyone has been talking about lately. It's been by far the most requested team in the comment section of the previous team review video, and I'm going to give the people what they want, and this is a very, very good team, so let's get on with it. The basis behind this team is just 3 humanoid guards, of course, and the army empowerment, which is pretty much if you have 3 humanoids in your team, that's plus 30% hit points for all of them. So for example, if you have a humanoid guard that has 600 hit points, it would get plus 200 for a total of 800. Now you can put on the health imprint, which is pretty much important. It gives plus 100 hit points in battle. And for your other humanoids, you can have the health empowerment too, which gives plus 20% hit points. Now the health empowerment comes after the health imprint, but army comes after both of them. So the end result is the end result on another humanoid with the health imprint and health empowerment is a really, really big tank. Hit points are well into the thousands, and it's pretty amazing because it's very hard to beat. You have to have a certain team or a certain counter to the team to beat it. You know, not just any old assault double is going to beat it. Anyways, the most common way to build it is just 3 royal guards, of course. A lot of people do that. But you can add some of your own personal tech into it. What I used to do, I used to put a Blade Master or a Soul Hunter in my team. It depends. I'm going to put up a picture of the comparison. I'll do it now, why not? Okay, so as you can see here, Soul Hunter is better than Blade Master pretty much because the stats are roughly the same, but Soul Hunter has more hit points. So Soul Hunter takes the cake. And because, Cross Strike is the same as Blade Master's special attack, it's 150 each, but Blade Master, or Soul Hunter has more hit points, so that's going to stack more with health and army and all that kind of stuff. So Soul Hunter is the one to use. Alright, so you can put Soul Hunter either in the front or the middle. I want to put a Speed Guard in the back in this kind of team, but that's my personal tech that I like to do. Another thing is Panth Mage is a humanoid. I see a lot of these people using in these teams, but I don't think Panth Mage mixes well with this because, as you can see here, Panth Mage, his base stats, he has low defense, and you're pretty much going to have to make use of all of your stat points just to make him a tank. But Royal Guard has the necessary stats, like all the bonuses for defense and M defense. He's the perfect one to use if you want to tank it. And since the humanoid and the army empowerment is all about tanks, that's the one to use. Also, in regarding your team, you can also opt to put the battle empowerment into one of them, which is, it's pretty good if you're going to use all 3 royal guards. The only problem with that is that it helps your opponent too, but that's only some people, or only like half the people use physical attack beaters for their guards. Others use M attack like Saint Skina or Izine or anything like that. So other people use battle too. So I would opt not to use battle and just have your opponent use it and just feed off of his or hers, empowerment choices. One thing I like to do, and I have these on my royal guards for in the front and in the back, is I like to put counter on them. And I like to lower the defense and add more M defense. What this does is that it allows me to beat the frog teams and, double Izines easily, and even the speed Skinas. It allows me to just crush those teams. And I can also beat physical attack teams too. Because if, say they hit me, it's going to deal a good chunk of damage because my defense is kind of low. So I'm going to counter that. I'm going to deal like that damage back plus more. And that's what I like. The only problem is if you come across another counter guard, it kind of sucks. It's pretty much whoever hits second wins, because the person hits first, and then the second one hits for more, and then the third one hits for more, and then the damage with the 2 counters just keeps stacking up, and it's a real it's just bad. So, anyways, that's what I like to use. I use these on both mine, but I think health is actually better than counter. I'm gonna show a video at the end that actually I'll show it right now. Why not? This is a very good example of how this team can deal with teams that have assault and the double empowerment on them. As you can see here, the hit points is just too high for the assault double to capitalize on. And here's a good example. This one here isn't a double, it's actually a shield Mooman with health. And yeah, the Blade Master just single-handedly takes it down. It's pretty amazing. And then this last one between the Mooman and my last Royal Guard, it's actually pretty good. This is a good example of how hit points is probably the most important stat, because look, I survive at 16 hit points. Very close. So if I didn't have those extra hit points or the health imprint or whatever, then I would have lost this fight. Okay, so now that you've seen that, another team people use with Army is 3 Avenias, and that's just, you know, one Avenia has Army, one has Nature, which gives plus 8% hit points, I believe, and the third one has Health. And the one with Health is going to have like 1,500 hit points. It's pretty crazy, and I'm going to show that to you right now. You can see that it's really monstrous because it's a humanoid, so it gets Army, plus it's a grass type, so it can get that like Nature or something like that. So it's a lot of hit points. Check out the third one. Or no, the second Avenia. This one here is like 1,500 hit points. That's sick. I think it takes down my second Royal Knight. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it does, because that amount of hit points is very hard to take down unless you tech against it with like a Dark Dragon. Like, that's why I don't like the Aveni team, because one Dark Dragon just like shuts it down. Well, one properly built Dark Dragon will shut the whole team down. But yeah, I think that second one had the health empowerment. That's why I had that much hit points. But as you can see, this fight is really close. 193 and I dealt 197. And gladly it didn't kill me. Alright, so as you can see, there are tons of ways to build this team. As I talked about before, if you want the most consistent build, it's probably your 3 Royal Knights with health. 2 have health and 1 have Army. You can put counter on them if you want, or on one of them, or even 2 of them if you really want to. But as far as the most consistent humanoid team, health is what you want to go for. You can add your own special touch with a Blade Master or a Soul Hunter. Just add that Speed Guard in there. It's pretty good. People use Panth Mage. I don't recommend that at all. You can if you want, but I don't recommend it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other teams that you think are really, really good, that are very underrated or something, post them down in the comment section below. I have come across a couple teams that were interesting. I saw an animal team with Claw, and I think the Claw empowerment is very, very underrated. It's ridiculously good if it hits, and half the time it does hit, so that one's a fun one. But just post the comment with what you want to see next, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everyone.